Hi everybody, it's Scott Russell from the Alzheimer's Society of Toronto. Really excited to have you joining us tonight for the virtual date night. John, Ken, and myself have put together 3 recipes we think you're going to love. For tonight's date night menu, we have a lemon salad dressing, which we think you can make out of 5 simple ingredients in your pantry. We'll have weeds and sausage, which is a great pasta dish. Ken will show you how to put that together from beginning to end. And John is going to share with you his secret go-to chocolate mousse recipe. We're really excited that you can join us tonight. So let's get started. So here are the ingredients for tonight's lemon salad dressing. Lemon, of course. We're going to use both the rind, which we call lemon zest, and we're going to use the juice. We have oregano. You can sub thyme. You could even use an Italian blend if you have that handy. I'm going to use some Dijon mustard. This is the grainy type, but you can use the smooth type. But just a little bit of mustard. Mustard is going to act as the emulsifier. A little bit of honey for some sweetness. And I'm going to use a grapeseed oil. And just a word about the grapeseed oil. I use that because it's a slightly milder taste, so that it'll allow the lemon to really shine through. But if you have an olive oil or an extra virgin olive oil that you would use for a salad dressing, I would use that as well and have in a pinch. So the rest is really easy. You take a mason jar, you chuck all the ingredients inside the mason jar, seal it up good and tight, give it a huge shake, 10-15 seconds, and bam, perfectly emulsified dressing. Then you just throw that on top of whatever you like. Grab some lettuce, some onion, some tomato. I like to saute a little bit of zucchini and add that to the salad. I slice the onion, a julienne. Don't forget to rinse your onion. Throw that in a strainer and rinse it. And then to plate, we just grab ourselves a salad bowl with some lettuce. Throw some onion, tomato. We'll add our zucchini in there. A splash of the dressing, much as you like. Some shaves of Parmesan. And there you have it. A salad with lemon dressing. Perfect for date night.
Hi, welcome to Virtual Date Night. My name is Ken Russell. I'm a trustee of the George C. Hunt Family Foundation. The foundation has been a longtime supporter of the Alzheimer's Society of Toronto. It's too bad that we can't all be together tonight for a real date night, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to provide you with a simple pasta recipe that will allow you to provide an elegant meal for yourselves at home. First, the ingredients. This recipe does not require very many ingredients. Italian sausage, Parmesan cheese, unsalted butter, a can of tomato paste, a large onion, a white wine that you would drink, olive oil, whole milk, and fusilli. If you cut the onion in half and then prepare it like so, I like to use a good quality sausage, and if you do that, you won't have to pour any fat off after you've browned the sausage in the pan. I've now sauteed the onions in the olive oil and butter for about 8 minutes until they're brown and soft over a medium heat. Really, you should use a heat higher than that in a stove. And now I'm adding the sausage. The sausage cooks for about 10 minutes. And as you see with the good quality sausage, there's not much fat to pour off. And now you add the tomato paste and stir that in and cook that for about 8 minutes. So now I've cooked down the tomato paste for about 8 minutes, stirring constantly to keep it from burning. And now I'm adding the wine, which you then boil away. So the wine is now evaporated, and I'm adding the milk. And once you've done that, you turn the heat down to simmer, and you cook it for about 15 minutes. While that's simmering, you heat the pasta water and boil the pasta. All right, so now the dish is done, and it's time to plate. We just get some in your dish, some Parmesan cheese. You could also use pre-grated Parmesan if you prefer. It's nice to use the real stuff. So here's the finished dish. Delicious. Bon appetito, and I look forward to seeing you at the next actual date night.
Today we're going to make cherry chocolate mousse for dessert. So to start the chocolate, I've got a pan with some water on the stove to boil. I'm going to break up the chocolate and put it into this and heat that over the steam. That way we prevent the chocolate from separating. The second thing we're going to do is take a jar of cherries and get them reducing on the stove. This is a 15-ounce jar. We'll just dump the whole thing in and get it heating over a medium heat so it doesn't burn in a non-stick pan if you have one. While we're waiting for the chocolate to melt and the cherry sauce to reduce, I'm going to whip about a cup of whipping cream and then set it aside for later. So whipping cream is done to soft peaks. We don't want it too stiff because we're going to put some stuff in it later that's going to stiffen it up as it cools down. Okay, so the cherries have thickened up the sauce. It's kind of sticky now, which is the way the squares have really just disappeared, and the residual heat in the chocolate will get it to melt. So what we're going to do now, the chocolate has been melted and cooled, the cherries sauce is thickened up. I have the whipping cream. I'm going to add 4 egg yolks to that, as well as 2 teaspoons of sugar. Fold those together, and then I'm going to add the chocolate to that. Hi. So the next thing we're going to do is take the cream and the egg mixture that we started with before, and we're going to fold in the cooled down chocolate into this mixture. And we'll stir it up to get it all mixed properly. So we're going to do the egg whites now. So I simply add them to the bowl and put in a pinch of salt. That helps the meringue actually form. And now I'm going to use my trusty beater again, but I'm not going to film that because this is so noisy. Bye. So egg whites are beaten. You can see how they raise stiff peaks when I take the batter out. The peaks stand up. That's what you want to achieve. As we have the chocolate cream mixture and the meringue mixture, and now I'm just going to gently fold the meringue into the cream to give it some lightness. And there we go. So the cream and the meringue are folded together, and we're ready to start putting this dessert together. So this should serve about 6, well, depending on the size of the bowls that you're going to use for this. We use small 4-ounce bowls, but I think 6 or 8 ounces is perfectly good as well. So what you do is spoon in some of the chocolate, and then some of the cherry, just picked out a couple of cherries earlier on so that they didn't disappear. Put those on top to make it nice. And voila! Your 5-ingredient dessert is ready.